Good evening. Welcome to Investigator News, and I'm your host, Ellie Holder, and welcome to the Weather and Lifestyle News Show. Karen, you ready for a cute garbage guy? Well, garbage machine. He's kind of cute. I think I've talked about it before, but this one, they put eyeballs on him, makes him cute. But he eats garbage. I think it's a great idea. I think it's a great idea. India needs one. We got to clean up this stuff. Yeah, hit that. Yeah, hit the thumbs up. Subscribe. We're having a lot of fun here. We had two great shows yesterday. William show and then me and Rendy and with Justice for All. I like Justice for All. You know, you get to hear about things that happen. It's not, and we're not just going to pick on criminals. Yeah, yesterday was the judges. So, all right, Karen Omega. When I seen Omega, I was like, I don't know. I don't know. Why did they name all these weather systems? I get, the hurricanes and now we name winter storms and summer storms. And uh, why are we naming all these things? Why they keep missing my name? I want a really fierce hurricane that goes nowhere. Just spins in the Atlantic. There you go. Name it after me, huh, Karen? What do you think, Karen? She's not paying attention to me. She needs a bigger screen. I got to fix that screen for her, make it bigger so she can see everything. All right, Omega is a weather storm, folks. Here we go, and that is what they call Omega. And I was going to bring you the regular weather, but Miss Davis isn't there today. She's cutting weather class, so yeah. So I'm going to get on with this Omega, and we got Ari. Oh boy, Ari. I'm going to have to. Should I see if I can email him and tell him about what I think about him? Maybe I should. He might even say hello to us. Here
So
we
we
go.
have kind of an interesting pattern that's going on across the United States right now. This is the upper levels of the atmosphere. It's something called an omega block, okay? Omega after the Greek letter omega. If you're not familiar with what that looks like, here's a great example of it. You've basically got a U on the left side, you've got an upside down U in the middle, and then you've got another U on the right side. That's the letter omega in Greek. And basically, you've got a trough, a ridge, and then a trough. And where you've got the troughs, it's generally a little bit cooler. The weather tends to be a little bit more active, and where you have a ridge, the weather's a little bit quieter and it tends to be warmer. So here's the cool, cruddy weather in the Northeast, and that's going to be for a good chunk of this week. Highs in the 40s and 50s, maybe a little bit of mixed precip parts of the interior Northeast, mostly just the cool rain for a lot of you guys. And a little bit cooler than it's been in the West. I know it's recently been very warm, so this will be noticeable. A little bit rainy in parts of California. And in the middle part of the country, apart from the chance for a couple of severe storms, which most often will pop up, it generally stays pretty quiet and pretty warm. Well, it
Okay. So, yeah, Omega, yes. And so it will influence our weather this week, they say. And so maybe we won't have anything so fierce. Now, we seen that we had a tornado in Virginia Beach. Wow. I'd have called my friend out there and asked her if she was okay. And of course, she said, yeah, it was the part of town we all don't like anyway. Oh, ouch. Yeah. And what about the dust storm that went across Illinois? I tried to get a hold of Randy because she lives there, and I haven't heard back from her. Um, so it's like the Midwest is giving the middle finger to both coasts. I love that. Thank you. Yeah, we rule. Us in the Midwest, we rule. We got all the great weather, but we get the tornadoes. You know, yeah, we're like the bad Leroy Brown. Yeah, you guys remember that song? So, uh, now looky there. So hey to Karen, and so watching. Good to see you again, and welcome. We like to see you back, and we're having a great week, but this is only day two. So earthquakes, boy, these earthquakes are something. You know, and I've said this about volcanoes, and Dutch Sense is starting to talk about this, is that some of these volcanoes have vents and they will spark fires. And he said that that's what's starting to happen. Could this be the cause of the California fires? You know, some of them went unanswered, as well as Colorado, Southern California, and a few other places. Is this what we're seeing? You know, it's just so hot and dry, and all it takes is just a spark. So you only got a few minutes. Okay. Well, I'll get into all the good stuff. I'll make sure I get to the cute garbage machine. So, all right. So the latest earthquakes. Now, there was one in Papua New Guinea. That was a 5.5. But wait till you see all the ones in the United States. So, you know, he's been watching, or we've been watching Tonga and Indonesia. They had a 5.5. So we're seeing the fives again. So we're going up. Vanuatu 5.2. At least it's not the 4.4s that was all over the place. That is so weird. And it was from one side to the other side. This one's a 4.2 in Russia. Alaska, very quiet. The Gulf of Alaska got a 3.7. Now, when we get into, I'm going to make sure, oh, there's nothing down low or high. We get into the states. We see Stanley, Idaho, which is a normal 3.0. We normally see that. We normally see up around Trinidad, Eureka, Crescent City. They had a 2.8. And then Point Arena was a 3.6. So they did go up. And as we go down the San Andreas, a 3.2 in the Searles Valley. And then we see Tillo Wells, California, 2.5. Then we seen one in Eureka, Nevada. That was a 3.3. And then it spreads across to Raton, New Mexico. That was a 3.3. And just below it, White City, New Mexico. So there was 2 in New Mexico. And as we go over, boy, Karen and Susan, I'm getting ready for you. I'm getting ready for this to go over your way again. Because that's the way that the we see the fault lines go. It goes through the center of the states. It goes down almost into Mexico. Then it goes back up through Oklahoma, Arkansas, and then it usually goes to the East Coast. So this last one, well, I didn't get this one in Kansas. 2.5 in Kansas. Wow. And then even Ridgely, Tennessee. Now, something shook here yesterday, and we're not sure why. There was a lot of people that were saying that asked if we had an earthquake here, and I looked, and we didn't. If we did, it was less than 1. And these are very shallow. So, you know, even if it was not quite a 1, they might have felt a jolt. So we go down to Peru. That's a 4.5. And then we have another one in Palca, Peru. That was a 4.1. And Argentina got a 4.2. So we got all 4s there. All the 5s are over in Indonesia once again. We did have one in Bonan, China. That was a 5.3. And then the last one was in Afghanistan. We are starting to see stuff in the, oh, wait a minute. Let's make sure I get them all. Here's one in 4.1 in Turkey. And then the last one we've seen was Spuz, Montenegro. So they are spreading across equally. And so many in California, they're still getting 20 to 50 a day. And not only that, but now we're starting to see it go across the United States. This guy, boy, I got to tell you that I thought this guy's pretty cute. So I'll let you take a look. Now isn't he cute, Karen? That's a great idea. I wish they would start doing this in the ocean. This is one of the best ideas I've seen. Just put a little motor on it, a little trolling motor on the one in the ocean, and have at it, and start cleaning this stuff up. So wow, I think he's cute, and there's a whole family of them. They say. So the whole family. I wonder if they're. I wonder. Never mind. We're not gonna. I'm not gonna go with how trash collectors are born. Yeah, I'll get in trouble. Um, yeah, YouTube will come get me. Facebook too. Boy, they're just as mean. So oops. I okay, stay up there now. Boy, I'm having issues. So all right, let's keep going on. So Karen, what do you think? I think this little guy is cute. Um, I don't know about that watching, I don't think they could fill in the cracks. They're so deep. The ones over in Africa and the San Andreas. Oh my goodness. They're even afraid. They used to put people on ropes and send them down to see if they see anything. And it just is, I mean, it's like a never ending fault line. It just goes down. Eventually does go down, it levels out, but they're very deep. So, and maybe it's just, I think it was my sister I was talking to that maybe you remember how they used to say California is going to fall off in the ocean? And I thought, oh man, and there would be no more California, they said. I agree with a lot of uh, the earthquake, USGS. I think it's going to fill with water. There might be parts of it that might fall off, but I think it's just going to be the island of California. Yeah. I bet California would like it because they could split the state that way. So and it would go all the way down to LA, probably all the way to Baja. It might just be one great big California island. And that way you're not having all the destruction. I mean, we've had enough destructions of weather and earthquakes and volcanoes that, man, I go and look at that stuff, folks. That's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking. I seen a video today on a tsunami. Remember the one that was over, I think, over by India? That's just heartbreaking because then people are still trying to get everything back. So, all right. So on this day, yeah, on this day, where's William today? On this day in history, um, in 1611, the King James Bible was published, and it helped fuel revolution in American colonies, not only in American colonies, but across the world. Yeah, bees. Now, did you hear that the Green New Deal people, protesters or activists, I should say activists, they want to do a don't mow your yard all May to help the bees. Well, I looked into it. The bees are doing pretty good. And then, and I'm thinking that, and you know how sometimes you'll say something in the car, and all of a sudden your phone is doing an advertisement for it. That's kind of the way this was. I mean, I had William 1611 today. The King James Bible was published. I don't know if you caught that. So the bees are out now, folks. Bees are doing good. And so bees swarm an Arizona family during a photo shoot. They sting the mother more than 75 times. Time to get up there, and especially wasp, you start seeing these paper, or the mud looking nest they put up, any type of nest. Get them down early, folks. Um, the firefighters sprayed foam to calm the bees down to rescue the mom and kids. This was in Buckeye, Arizona. Um, they stung her more than 75 times. This was Sunday afternoon while trying to protect her children when the bees, out of the blue, just swarmed the whole family during a photo shoot. Um, Dispatchers were called. Um, And of course, they sprayed them with the foam, and the bees went away. But the mother, did suffer of the 75 bee stings. Let's see if I can show you guys this thing. All right. Oh, why did it do that? So that pretty much gives you guys, an idea of what they had to do. Be very careful, folks. We can't, you can't be cautious enough over bees, especially, and they say, well, you know, what, I have something talking here. All right, I think I got it. I have something talking. You know how you get them things and they won't shut up? Yeah, and I'm on many tabs. Uh, Take care. Yeah, there's the timer. Gotta go. Come on back and watch, or come back later, or come back tomorrow. Watching. You got to come in and play some trivia with these guys. We need fresh meat for trivia. Yeah, Karen, I'm trying to get you competition. So, uh, this surprised me today because I totally forgot about this singer from Canada. Um, Gordon Lightfoot died today, at the age of 84. How come they're all getting old? Willie Nelson always stays old. I don't think he ever changes. He just looks old all the time. But yeah, singer Golden Lightfoot, uh, he's rare. He was a folk singer and songwriter. Karen and William and Susan, do you remember Gordon Lightfoot? Um, and he was a kind of like a Bob Dylan type singer. Um, I'm trying to see. Uh, I can't. It's not saying what he's saying. Huh. Oh, I know what it was. I knew there was a famous song. William and Karen, come on now. This is a little trivia. Maybe I'll even throw this tomorrow. What was he known for? He sang the most famous song, "The Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald." Huh. I knew there was something there. May Day. Yesterday was May Day celebration across Europe, and a whole bunch of protesters. Sundown. Yeah, that's right. Sundown was another one. Um, so I forgot about that one. I see. I'm bad at trivia, folks. So it was Gordon. I was like, I know he sang something really, really good. But I think it was the wreck of the Fitzgerald I was thinking of. But Sundown was another one. I'll have to look it up and come up with one of them odd songs of his and see if y'all know it. But all right. So multiple people were killed in that dust storm. Remember, I mentioned at the very beginning of the show that there was this powerful dust storm that blew cars off the road, and there was many people hurt and a few died. Um, so let's bring this up. And boy, I got videos
In
today.
Illinois, state police say multiple people were killed. It all happened late Monday morning as winds gusting up to 45 miles per hour whipped up dirt from farmers' fields and dropped visibility to zero.
I moved to the left lane to get out from behind a semi, and that's when I came across everything else stopped in the road.
Driver Nathan Cormier took us through the scene.
You can see it all. It's a lot. This is like the center of it. Over there is where the fires were for a while earlier.
At least 2 semis caught fire, and mangled cars littered the scene with crashes on both sides of the highway. More than 30 people were taken to local hospitals with injuries. State police said this section of I-55 would be shut down until at least sometime Tuesday.
Wow. I mean, I only, you know, I've had seen some of those out in California in the farming areas in the valley, but wow, in Illinois, it's just odd. Some this is we got the oddest weather happening right now. All right, now we got another one that passed away, Tim Bachman. You guys remember Bachman Turner Overdrive? He's dead at 71. So we can't have all these singers dying. Did you hear that the writers in Hollywood are fixing to walk off and go on strike? Not only that, but now we got pilots for all the airlines saying they could go on strike. Everybody's getting upset. They're all getting upset. All right. So Tim Bachman Turner Overdrive. All right. Now, come on. Put your head. What was it they did? Come on now, you guys, before I have to scroll down here to get this. See, I should read this stuff, but I always like to be surprised with you guys. Let It Ride. There you go. It's single Let It Ride landed the top spot in the 40. I'm not getting older. I'm old. I'm old as dirt, cute as mud. Yep, that's what everybody says. I tell them that, and everybody agrees. So I'm just old as dirt and cute as mud. So, all right. So onward. Principal startled after going face to face with a bear in the dumpster. Now, we get the funniest videos, I swear, folks. And this one here was a bear in the dumpster at the school. And the principal seen it was a jar and it was moving a little bit. So he assumed, it was a cat, maybe a raccoon or something, and opened it up and out pops this bear. Out popped the bear. I thought I had a video. I think I took it away. Let's see. Oh, no, I didn't. Here we go. All right. See, I told you I got videos today. All right, so here we go. Out pops the bear. I'm wondering, the bear didn't even, the principal scared the bear. Was it what he was wearing? The bear just took off. He just like whew, off the other direction. Usually they jump out and make a scene first and stand their ground. This one took one look at that principal. Maybe he thought that principal had a paddle and was going to take him in and make him stand in the corner or he could keep him from going to school. Yeah. Taking care of business. There you go, Karen. All right. So, 24-eyed jellyfish now they've discovered. I wish they would have went under the ocean a long time ago and got a lot of pictures of this, because now they're finding all this stuff and the scientists are going deeper and deeper and they're just discovering all kinds of sea life that we never knew existed. And the deeper they go, the more they find. And then they say even some of the regular waters of the ocean, they're even being surprised every day by what they've been able to find. This time it is a 24-eyed jellyfish.
同其他常見嘅水母唔一樣，呢類雙型水母觸手嘅基部同散狀體連接嘅地方係扁平嘅，好似用嚟撐船嘅船槳。
Okay. I got 6 eyes on that one. And so there we have it. We've got a jellyfish with many eyes, 6 eyes. Is it a fluke? They say they're going to have to put more studies into it to find out if there's two or what it means at the age of the jellyfish that they grow more eyes. And they say it's a species of box jellyfish. Uh, they scared each other. I think the bear didn't want to get in trouble with the principal and get a whack. We used to get in trouble in grade school. We'd be sent to the office and, there was that paddle, they scared everybody with. Well, I don't think they do that anymore. I don't think they do paddles. I know they did here in Arkansas for a very long time, into the 2000s. I think 2012, real close to there, I think is when they did away with the paddlings here. So, all right. So, now this one, boy, I got one more. Now this is interesting because I almost named the show after this, but I'm going to let you guys decide. I'm going to let you decide. I might play it a few times so you guys can see this. What it is a dad claims to have caught an angel on the door cam. And I was like, maybe. So I'm going to let you decide for yourself. What do you think? And I'll play it if you don't catch it. What do you think? Is it an angel? Is it maybe a bird? Who knows? The same questions being asked, being looked at, and you seen they increased it. That's not a Photoshop. I'm pretty good at catching Photoshops. No, that there was something there. I don't know if it was a bird in the distance with really big wings, a ghost, an angel. Is what they said. Huh. All right, so we're down to the funny post. Boy, I'm going to get done early on time today. I got great news coming up in 30 minutes. So this one, you ain't young when. This sounds like what I'd say. It ain't young. Yeah, I ain't young no more, Karen. I'm old. I ain't young. All right, signs you're no longer a kid or even close. It's a separation of decades. You're asleep, but others worry that you're dead. Your back goes out more than you do. You quit trying to hold your stomach in no matter who walks in the room. You buy a compass for the dash to your car. You're proud of your riding lawnmower. Yeah, look at you, Karen. There you go. It looked like an angel to me. There you go. You would rather go to work than stay home sick. You constantly talk about the price of gasoline. Well, we all do that. Young, old, well, we all complain about gasoline now. You have a dream about prunes. I don't. I'm old. I don't. Why would someone dream about prunes? People call at 9:00 and ask, "Did I wake you?" My people call me at 11 and say, "How come you're still up?" All right. You take a metal detector to the beach. Why did that young? I love metal detecting. Boy, the stuff you can find. Everybody loses stuff on the beach. Money, jewelry, rings, old coins. Yeah, everything. Karen, if you remember, we had our metal detector out there in Myrtle Beach. A couple of us did it. I did it. I think Daryl and Dan's son, and I think someone else. I think it may have been Linda that tried it. But yeah, okay. You talk about good grass, and you're referring to someone. You're not what? Oh, you're talking about good grass, and you're referring to someone else's lawn ornaments. You get into a heated argument about pension plans. You got cable for the Weather Channel. You can go bowling without drinking. You have a party and the neighbors don't even realize it's happening. So, wow. All right. And so the next one, annoy the office. Yeah, let's annoy the people that we work with. Especially, we talked about that yesterday about people that, they gang up in that little group and it's a clique and then they want to get rid of you. Boy, I got a fly in here bugging me. All right, so these are some great ways to annoy them. At lunchtime, sit in your parked car and point a hairdryer at passing cars to see if they slow down in your parking lot. Page yourself over the intercom and don't even disguise your voice. Insist that your email address be Goddess of Fire, or how about Elvis the King? Every time someone asks you to do something, ask if they want fries with that. Put your garbage can on your desk and label it the inbox. In the memo field of all your checks, write down for sexual favors. Oh boy, that would be fun. But nobody writes checks anymore. Anybody write checks? I mean, I don't. I can't even remember the last time I wrote a check. 15 years ago. You missed that? Oh, huh. All right. Ask ask people what sex they are. Well, nowadays you have to. Specify that you drive-through order is to go. Put mosquito netting around your cubicle. 5 days in advance, tell your coworkers you can't attend the social event because you're not in the mood. And did they by chance get the invitation? Yeah, make up one. Oh, boy, can you imagine how mad the clique would be at your office? Okay, so that is it for today, folks. Boy, jellyfish and the angel, isn't that weird? That angel video. And I found that on I believe it was New York Post had that. Um, yeah, New York Post. It's called, if you guys, in case you guys want to go read it. Dad claims to catch angel on a Ring doorbell. Its wings are flapping. They were. So go catch it. If you want to see it again, you might even run it on YouTube. I bet they've got it by now. How weird is that? All right, so subscribe and hit that like button, the thumbs up, and come on back for me with the news. Today's news, world news, just me news. Tomorrow will be William. But come on back in about 30 minutes. And of course, subscribe, hit the like button, hit the bell. If you're not getting notified that the shows are going on, you're going to have to redo that bell. I think they took it all away with our suspension. And over in Facebook, oh boy, you guys are just sharing away over there. More and more new viewers. We welcome them. Get in there and comment. And so over there, you hit the follow and the like. And yeah, see you soon. Y'all come back. So take care and God bless.